Yo, what's up? It's your boy Mumzy Stranger. Big up Media Spotlight UK. Done know every day.
Hello and welcome to another edition on Media Spotlight UK. And you know, we always love finding new talent. And I have somebody who is a stranger to the commercial industry, however, not a stranger in the Brit Asian industry. We have Mumzy. Hi, Mumzy.
What's happening? You cool, yeah?
I'm good. Now, the reason why I gave you that introduction about being a stranger into the commercial industry is because I feel not many people know you.
Yeah. I agree with you. Yeah, definitely.
So this is your chance to really kind of talk to Media Spotlight fans and everyone out there to get to know you. So just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a producer, singer, songwriter, and I'm from East London. I was raised up around garage and jungle music, likes of Nasty Crew, who I used to kind of work with when I was young, Storming, Sharky, and a lot of the garage scene. You know, I saw like people like DWE, Kano, Blow Up, you know, because we're all from the same area. I come from Plaistow, so which is East London, you know, right in the middle of it.
Big up East London.
Yeah, man, don't know. But yeah, like literally grew up around people like Pay As You Go, Nasty Crew, you know, Rinse FM, Deja Vu, all the radio stations, all that era, literally like garage music when I was young. And then eventually I started kind of like producing and kind of, you know, rapping, but not rapping in an English kind of vibe, you know, like the way everyone kind of does it. I rap more in a reggae influence, you know, more like reggae, you know, Shabba Ranks and whatnot. Kind of, I just went more towards that direction, and slowly just started making music, you know.
Slowly started making music. You're absolutely massive in the Asian scene, I have to say. You've got a huge amount of fan base here in the UK. What about internationally? Do you have a big fan base there?
Loads, actually. I've toured, you know, I've toured Canada, I've toured America, I've been in India, loads of places, Dubai, you know. I've toured quite a lot of places, you know.
No, obviously. I know you have. My cousin knows you and she lives in America. She's like, oh my God, are you going to get to meet Mumzy one day? I was like, yeah, most likely.
So yeah, I've toured quite a lot of places, you know. You know, weirdly, even though like I make English music, obviously.
Okay, so let's talk about the Asian scene that you're in at the moment, the Brit Asian scene. Now, that is a massive, like, sort of industry for Asians, and a lot of music artists are coming out again and again. As you know, the typical saying, Jay Sean blew up, and everyone's trying to follow him in the same sort of steps. But what are you doing right now that's blowing it up so much?
Well, to be honest with you, in the last, you know, 6 years, it's been complicated. Obviously, like I said, jumping from where I said what kind of music I grew up with. In 2005, one of my friends sent off a demo to, you know, BBC Asian Network.
Yeah.
Who at that time I didn't know, you know, I wasn't aware of the British Asian music scene because I was so into garage and jungle. Yeah. And so into like just doing what I do, what I knew, what was around me. And then eventually, one of my friends sent it off, and I was like, you know, got a phone call saying, oh yeah, you've been nominated for this competition. Come down to Birmingham, BBC Asian Network. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So, you know, got on the train and I was like, wow, this is cool, man. Like, I'm quite excited. So I went up to Birmingham. I think on the day, the judges were Shin, who's quite a big singer in that industry. Risha Rich.
Huge.
Yeah, he was literally on the panel. Adil Ray, Nyrone, who was Raghav's manager, and a guy called, Mona Singh, some singer. So I was like, when I went there, I was like, okay, wow, met these people, went for the competition, you know. I was a runner-up because I didn't get it, because obviously I sing English music, and it was like more of an Asian thing. Yeah. But the support was just immense, and obviously, once I was done the whole thing, Rishi come up to me and was like, you know, you're talented, man. I like what you're doing. I'm working with Jay, I'm working with Jaggy and that, so come and get involved and let's try to get something going. Yeah. And at that point, that's when I kind of left what I was doing, where I was at, you know, in the garage urban scene, and I started working with Rishi, and we started, you know, doing music that I've never done before, which is like mixing the RnB with the kind of Desi Bangla, if you want to call it, that sound. And then eventually we just started like doing shows, and just he kind of gave me a platform in that market, and I was like, wow, you know, this is cool, man. I think that's how I kind of got in to the Asian industry. Okay, so that platform that you've kind of started off with, you did it through English singing, but with those kind of beats in the background, right? Yeah, English and obviously the reggae rap. So kind of I eventually fused the two together.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't great at singing when I was young. You know, I was like, all right, you know.
Oh, he's fantastic now, trust me.
I was all right, you know. I was trying to sing, and then with the reggae thing and the production, playing the keys, and that eventually I got better. Found my voice and put the two together. And to be honest, man, I just tried, innit? I just put two things together and it worked.
When did you know, and when did you knew that you wanted to do singing, you wanted to do music? Because it's not the typical thing to be in an Asian family and then all of a sudden want to pursue a career in music. You've got to be a doctor, you know.
That's true, man. You know what? It was weird because, you know, being Asian is one complication, but for me, I'm Bengali, which makes it even harder because forget it, man. In my culture, where we come from, there are no singers, you know. Well, there might be, but no one's ever done it. So for me, it was like, oh damn, how am I gonna do this? You know, like I had to like lie to my dad, say, yeah, what are you doing? I'm like, I work for BBC, man. You know, it's all good. You know, like it was mad. And eventually, I kind of put all that aside, and I thought, forget that. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do what I need to do. And me and Rishi created a sound, and we just went for it. You know, and the support was immense. Like I kind of woke up a fan base that was never there. And you know, my people come in numbers, and I'll always know that they supported me as well as everyone else. And eventually I branched out to other fan bases, you know, doing more shows I did, more areas, a lot more people started following.
Okay, so let's go on to your reggae style of singing. Now, when I first heard it, I didn't actually know it was you until just literally when I met you just now. I knew that you were a really fantastic singer, singing the R&B style, but I had no idea that was you doing the reggae sort of sound. Now, was that the Sean Paul sort of way you wanted to go? Because a lot of people said you sound like Sean Paul.
Yeah.
So, I mean, where did you get that sound from, and what kind of influenced you into going into that kind of music?
Yeah, I get like what they say, like Sean Paul, you know, absolutely. But actually, the person who I look up to the most is Supercat. And I don't know who or how, if anybody knows that person, you know, but he's a sick artist, man. You need to go and check him out. He came with that style first, like that weird accent and, you know, the whole, you know, patwa. Yeah. That's what you call it, you know, just going towards that direction. For me, it wasn't about, you know, trying to do something that not me. I just had a lot of Jamaican people around me as well when I grew up, and a lot of friends and a lot of mixture. And for me, it wasn't about that, Jamaican or Bengali or
this is what I mean, because some people seem to think you force, not you specifically, in general, people force accents, people copy people, but you can't do that for the rest of your life. Oh, I'm just going to pretend to be Sean Paul because it's not me, but I'm just going to pretend like it is your natural. It's you, isn't it?
That's it. It's not even that. It's reggae. You know, I love reggae music, and to, you know, if you look at, let's come to 2014. Yeah, if you look at all the UK singers, you're British, but you sing in an American accent. Yeah, exactly. You know, like exactly. It's nothing against it. It's just it's what you like, isn't it? Yeah. And if you look at you know, if you look at Akon. You know, he travelled from America and he's gone to Bollywood doing Punjabi. Yeah. You know, there is no rule, man. No. You know, like, you look at UB40. UB40 are not Jamaican. No. But that's it. That's a creativity. They were like the biggest. They were one of the biggest reggae bands. Come on, like, it's not even about that. You know, I like it because I enjoy rapping in that style.
Whatever feels natural. When you're a creative, people don't seem to understand. Whatever happens naturally. It's whatever you feel in the music.
Enjoy it. I didn't want to MC, you know, even though I started MCing in the British way. Yeah. I enjoy that more. That's just what I like, and it worked for me. So yeah, you know, it's not easy to do either.
No. We might have a little bit of a sample later on. Man. Might have to ask you that.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, so what about the R&B style? What made you want to go into R&B specifically? No other sort of style of music.
R&B I grew up with. You know, listening to people like Usher, Joe, you know, R. Kelly, all of these great singers. You know? I think that was a general sound that even if you were Asian, black, white, it doesn't matter.
No, of course
I remember
not.
when I went to school and when an Usher record came out, I'm like, yeah, man, check this tune out. So, it wasn't nothing to do with that. I think it was more like, that's what I was listening to. I enjoyed doing that. And when I don't care what anyone says, you know, imitation is what makes you a great artist. Not imitating. No. That doesn't make you a great artist, but being influenced, you know, imitating someone, that's how you know how good you are, right? You know, that's why we have something called covers.
That's actually a really good saying, actually. Somebody should put your picture on it, put that quote at the bottom and put it on Google.
You know what?
Put it on the internet.
It's so true, because why do people do covers? Why on X Factor, why do people do covers? To see if you can do it.
To push the boundaries, to see how far you can push yourself.
They're professionals, and you kind of like sing their songs because you need to know how you sound. So that's what I did. You know, I literally I didn't have no one to hold on to and teach me the ways. You know, for me it was like, oh wow, that's an Usher song. Let me go home and put his beat on and
Yeah.
try to sing it. Oh wow, that's a Supercat, or even Sean Paul. I think he's amazing. You know, Shabba Ranks, all of them. I was like, wow, Beanie Man. Let me just copy this guy. Let me see if I could do it. Put the two together, and eventually, when you listen back, I'm like, all right, that sounds all right, man. You know? So I just started doing it, man.
Absolutely.
No rules.
No rules in music
No,
whatsoever.
No.
But there is rumours in music, quite a lot of them.
Oh, thousands.
I heard that you toured with Sean Paul. Is that rumour?
That is a big rumour.
Oh my God, it's
wish.
on Wikipedia. It says in 2008 you went on tour with Sean Paul.
No.
Look on Wikipedia.
That is not true. I went on tour myself.
Because I was going to say, if we were talking about Sean Paul, you would have mentioned the fact that you went on to tour with him. I was thinking, why is he not telling me or talking to us about the fact that you went on tour with Sean Paul?
Wikipedia's full of rumours.
I know, but it's a good rumour though, isn't it?
Wicked,
Hopefully
man.
Sean Paul will see that.
Yeah, man. Trust me.
So talk to me about Come Fly With Me. It's a massive track. It was really, really good. A couple of years back, the song came out.
It came actually 2010.
2010,
Yeah.
a couple years, yeah.
But yeah, literally produced it myself, wrote it myself, and I think for me, Fly With Me was I was in the middle of my career at that point where when I started off with Vishy, going into what I kind of wanted to do, you know, which was more urban, R&B, reggae, you know, bashment.
Yeah.
Mix all of them together and get a Fly With Me, that sound that I've literally put on the record. And I did that, you know, I just experimented, and for me, like, it worked. It was just one of them records where I enjoyed it, and very creative, and, you know, the fan base really, like, responded really well with it, you know.
Which artist in 2013 stuck her tongue out a lot and rubbed herself with a big fat foam hand a lot?
Oh my God. I might get this one.
You gotta get this one.
Has she got blonde hair?
She does, yes.
Short?
She does.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus?
It is! Woo!